for Son. Tottenham Hotspur's challenges extend beyond mere player capabilities. Concerns are mounting over the standard of their medical team, which appears significantly below the level expected of a top-tier club. The question on everyone's mind this week is whether captain Son Heung-min will finally make his return. According to reports from the UK media outlet 90 Minutes on April 29, Korean time, Tottenham captain Son Heung-min has missed 4 consecutive games since suffering a foot injury earlier this month, adding, "Yet there is still significant doubt as to whether he can return." Tottenham is scheduled to host Norway's Bodø/Glimt in the first leg of the 2024-25 UEFA Europa League semi-final at their home ground, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, on May 2. This competition represents the final opportunity for Tottenham and Son Heung-min, who have endured a long and frustrating trophy drought, to fulfill their aspirations. To get closer to winning the trophy, reaching the final is paramount, and securing a victory in the home leg is an absolute necessity. All eyes are currently focused on Son Heung-min's potential return. In a strategic move to conserve his energy for a strong push in the Europa League, Tottenham opted not to include Son in the squad for the recent away fixture against Liverpool last weekend. While news had emerged that he had returned to stepping onto the pitch before the Liverpool match, the decision not to risk him was purely in pursuit of reaching the Europa League final. However, despite being rested for the Liverpool game, Son Heung-min is reportedly still struggling to regain his full fitness. Manager Ange Postecoglou addressed the situation, stating, "Son Heung-min's availability for Thursday's match is uncertain," emphasizing, "He will do his best. If he is not ready for the first game, we believe he will be able to play in the second game." This statement reflects the cautious approach being taken with Son's injury. The specific location of the injury necessitates this level of prudence. Postecoglou further explained, "Son Heung-min needs both treatment and rest. As the foot is a weight-bearing area, it is important to give it rest, and treatment must also be carried out concurrently," adding, "We need to let his foot rest for a week and wait for the injured area to stabilize." Tottenham Hotspur News, a UK media outlet, cited the opinion of Dr. Rajpal Brar, an American physical therapist and performance scientist, who stressed that Son Heung-min's injured area will need to be checked daily. He elaborated, "Foot injuries are always complex and tricky. Not only is the structure complex, but it's also an area constantly subjected to pressure and strain in a sport like football." While acknowledging the difficulty in treating such an injury, Son has already been sidelined for approximately 3 weeks. At this point, there should ideally be some indication of his return, but his availability remains uncertain. His return to team training was captured, raising hopes, but there is a prevailing view that he is not yet in a condition suitable for competitive play. Postecoglou reiterated the delicate nature of the situation, stating, "Son Heung-min's condition is still touch and go. We have to wait and see until Thursday," adding, "He may not be ready to play the first leg. However, he will be able to play in the second leg." This statement essentially suggests that playing in the first leg this week would likely be pushing the player slightly. Son Heung-min's absence inevitably translates into anxiety for Tottenham. 90 Minutes highlighted that Tottenham has lost all 3 of their recent Premier League matches played without Son. Last weekend, they suffered a heavy 1-5 defeat against Liverpool. With the captain missing, the team conceded a large number of goals against Liverpool and looked significantly shaken. If a performance similar to the Liverpool match is repeated in the Europa League semi-final first leg, elimination is a near certainty. As Son Heung-min's return is delayed, the distrust surrounding the medical team continues to grow. Manager Postecoglou himself had previously sighed, stating, "The problem with Son Heung-min is that the injury is not improving. Rather, it keeps getting worse. The issue of treatment not being properly administered, leading to the injury worsening beyond initial expectations, inevitably directs the arrow of criticism towards the medical team. This isn't the first instance of dissatisfaction with Tottenham's treatment system. Christian Romero, the vice-captain and widely regarded as the only other world-class player at Tottenham alongside Son, has publicly declared that he received more significant help from the national team regarding injury management compared to Tottenham. Speaking to the Argentine media outlet TYC Sports last month, he revealed, "My return from injury was much later than initially expected. In fact, I could have returned sooner, but there was no progress, and the situation kept getting more complicated," adding, "The medical staff of the Argentine national team saved me. I will be grateful to them for the rest of my life." Eduardo Burgos, a journalist specializing in Tottenham, reported that Romero was not satisfied with the club's recovery program and spent a considerable period of his injury treatment returning to Argentina to be with the national team staff. His injury absence extended to a staggering 21 games. These comments have been widely interpreted as a public criticism of Tottenham's medical staff. There is a strong sentiment that Romero must have been exceptionally frustrated to speak out publicly. With the possibility of Son Heung-min's absence extending beyond 4 games, a considerable portion of public opinion holds significant distrust in the Tottenham medical team.